Clinical chemistry laboratories operate with zero margin for error. Every diagnostic reasoning and every therapeutic decision relies on flawless, untampered laboratory data. Yet, despite massive advances in robotics and lab automation, the informatics ecosystem handling this critical data remains highly fragmented. Most facilities rely on a centralized laboratory information management system, or LIMS. A LIMS is a software-based solution that supports a modern laboratory's operations by tracking samples, test results, and associated data across the pre-analytical, analytical, and post-analytical phases. The inherent structural flaw in this architecture is obvious. Housing all critical records in one location means the central server represents a massive single point of failure. This centralization leaves essential compliance documents like audit trails, quality control records, and calibration logs highly vulnerable to data tampering and systemic crashes. To secure this data, laboratory medicine is looking toward blockchain technology. Stripped of its cryptocurrency associations, blockchain offers a structurally robust alternative for managing clinical records. It operates on three core traits that directly address these lab vulnerabilities: immutability, which prevents tampering; decentralization, which removes the single point of failure; and transparency, which ensures verifiable data provenance. For clinical biochemists, the conversation has shifted. The technology works in theory. The goal now is to prove its measurable operational value within routine daily workflows. To secure the future of patient outcomes, the laboratory ecosystem must re-architect its data foundations to distribute trust and eliminate centralized vulnerabilities entirely. Public, trustless blockchains are incompatible with healthcare. Anyone can view them. To protect patient data, the transition relies entirely on adopting permissioned networks. A permissioned blockchain is a distributed ledger that requires users to be authenticated and authorized by a central administrator before they can read or write to the network. This specific architecture distributes trust only among authenticated participants, operating under strict, predefined governance rules. Because access is restricted, this model allows for granular access control. This perfectly aligns with the strict patient confidentiality requirements and data protection regulations required in clinical care. The first major application of this decentralized network solves a well-documented physical problem: the extreme fragility of laboratory supply chains. Reagent procurement and inventory management are fraught with risks. Counterfeit products enter the market, and sudden stockouts routinely paralyze testing capabilities during public health emergencies. Blockchain offers transparent, auditable tracking of these reagents. You trace chemicals from the manufacturer's shipping dock directly to the laboratory bench. At every handoff, the system generates an immutable block logging the time, location, and handler, locking the chain of custody. This exact mechanism scales to hub-and-spoke laboratory models, managing the highly complex movement of biological samples from peripheral collection centers to central reference labs in telemedicine networks. Clinical trials running multi-center studies use this same chain of custody to immutably record patient consent documents and track protocol deviations across international borders. Permissioned decentralization transforms fragile physical supply chains and sample networks into completely auditable, tamper-proof ecosystems. These decentralized networks also align directly with broader national interoperability goals. Establishing a secure, consent-based exchange of health information across institutions is the foundational requirement for initiatives like India's Ayushman Bharat digital mission. Building this interoperability paves the way for the next major technological frontier in laboratory medicine: the integration of artificial intelligence and machine learning. But there is a massive bottleneck. AI requires massive, highly diverse datasets to improve its accuracy. However, strict privacy laws trap valuable patient data inside isolated institutional silos. The solution is federated learning, supported by a blockchain architecture. Federated learning is a machine learning technique where a central algorithm is trained across multiple decentralized servers holding local data samples, without ever exchanging or moving the raw data itself. Instead of transferring sensitive records, the AI algorithm travels to local institutions to train on site. Raw patient data never leaves the host institution, bypassing privacy concerns. The blockchain securely logs these algorithmic updates, ensuring the mathematical training process remains transparent and verifiable by all. Federated learning on a blockchain allows connected laboratories to build robust, generalizable AI models without ever compromising an individual patient's privacy. Despite its technical promise, blockchain adoption in Indian laboratories faces a substantive barrier: regulatory ambiguity. Massive tertiary care centers and independent laboratories alike must operate within strict national data protection laws. Under the Digital Personal Data Protection Act of 2023, a laboratory is legally designated as a data fiduciary. A data fiduciary is an entity that determines the purpose and means of processing personal data, carrying specific legal obligations to protect and manage it. This imposes a critical legal obligation. If a diagnostic report is inaccurate, patients are guaranteed the absolute legal right to the correction of their data. This law directly conflicts with the defining feature of blockchain: immutability. You cannot overwrite a finalized block. This creates a severe technological and legal paradox. If a digital ledger cannot be altered, how can a laboratory legally function and correct an erroneous patient result? The technical resolution to this paradox relies on building hybrid architectures. This requires data splitting. Raw patient data is kept in an editable off-chain database, while a unique cryptographic hash, a digital fingerprint, is placed on the blockchain. When off-chain data is legally corrected, a new hash is generated on the ledger, creating a verifiable version history. This hybrid model resolves the paradox. It honors the patient's legal right to correct their data while utilizing the blockchain as an unforgeable, version-controlled audit trail. High-throughput laboratories process millions of test results annually. These environments require near-instantaneous data processing with zero system latency. Scalability is a critical constraint. Any blockchain platform deployed in this environment must demonstrate the capacity to handle massive data volumes without introducing operational overhead. Integrating these decentralized networks with legacy LIMS requires significant expertise in cybersecurity and distributed systems. For laboratories in Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities, these technical and financial investments require institutional support. Overcoming these hurdles requires a shift in the human element. The role of the clinical biochemist must evolve. Technology adoption of this magnitude cannot be passively delegated to IT vendors or information technology teams. Clinical biochemists must assume active leadership roles in digital governance, quality oversight, and the ethical stewardship of patient data. Blockchain adoption demands the exact same rigorous critical appraisal applied to evaluating a new analytical platform or a laboratory-developed test. Professional bodies must advocate for a pragmatic, pilot-driven approach. Testing these systems at tertiary care centers generates the real-world evidence needed before pushing for broader national adoption. Every implementation must be explicitly justified by meaningful risk reduction, economic feasibility, and direct alignment with existing quality management systems. By looking past the hype and responsibly deploying distributed architectures, clinical chemistry can convert its fragmented vulnerabilities into a resilient, unshakable foundation for patient care.